All right, welcome back. Yesterday, if you remember, we went through our uh, first examples of how to upload a sprite. Um, we had some problems with editing the sprite, namely erasing things. It was difficult. We found an easier way to do that. So today, that's basically what I'm going to show you is how we can uh, edit our sprite in a more efficient way so that we don't have to erase so much of it by hand anyways. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start out by uploading an image or uploading a sprite. And I can just really go to the internet and find one. And so yesterday we had Buddy the Elf as an example of one that we could upload. I'll pick this one even because it's even a little more complicated. That's not a good image. We'll grab this one. So now, if I go to the actual image and save the image as something, it might make it a better quality as opposed to just downloading the image from here. All right, now I can upload that image. Hover over the sprite, click Upload Sprite. And now I have Buddy the Elf open. And you can see I have a Buddy the Elf. The first thing I'm going to do is size it down. I'm going to make it about half the size that it currently is. And there's my Buddy the Elf. As pixelated as he may be, I still have all this white background in here. And that's what we were trying to get rid of yesterday, was all the white background that's behind it. If I go to Costumes, and yesterday we went through and we tried to erase based off of that. And click the eraser. And you have to kind of outline him and go through all that. Well, it's a long process to erase. And again, we can change our eraser size and make it much larger and easier to erase. Whenever I would get to like a point where I have to go around the space, I'd make the eraser smaller, zoom in, all that stuff. Well, it's nice, but it's not the easiest way to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the easier way today. If I click the eraser and now I go to this fill, you'll see on the left-hand side there's this little line. And if I click that, what that means is whenever I come over to here and I click, it's going to erase everything that's that color. So everything that's going to be in white is going to be erased. Or it should be anyways. Not exactly working. I don't know why. But that's what it is. You click the paint bucket, not the eraser. If I click the paint bucket and then click this line, what that means is it's going to fill in everywhere that's that color. So it's going to fill in everything that's white. If I clicked on his jacket, then it should do the same. So now I have completely erased the background. If I looked at this sprite, or if I made it bigger again, you would notice that there's the spot in between his legs that's still white. I can click in and do that spot as well. Or I can erase on a much finer scale. because this is much smaller. And it kind of gets rid of that space in between there. And you'll notice that on my picture now, all that white that was there is gone. I can come to this left side. And you can even start to erase these outlines because it gets really close with just the way that I had done it, but it's not perfect. So depending on how perfect you want to be, I mean, you can get really close to this and actually erase all the white. And if you'll notice over here, as I'm clicking right next to his jacket, it's erasing all the white that's just around the jacket that our method with the fill wouldn't get rid of. And I can click and hold, or I can do it like one at a time. I prefer to do it one at a time just so it gets a little closer and I don't get rid of more than I intend to. So just erasing those little bits, I mean, you can see how much of a difference it makes in the photo, in the quality of it. So that whenever we size him down, you'll notice that that side is going to look much crisper where I've just erased all that. And the right side does at this point. So much, I'll size them back down to 50%. And you'll notice that that left side, we don't have any of that white around it where I already went over it. So that process would take a little longer. Down in the right hand corner, I still have the little logo. That's the copyright information from where the photo was taken from. And I have this little thing down at his feet too. So I can erase all that as well. And this way it gives me a much cleaner looking image without all that stuff on there. So I would just drop Buddy on the right hand side. Start the script now. Hi, I'm Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color? If we type blue, it changes the background to blue. Now I'm going to make Buddy say some things. Well, look at that. I hope that made you happy. And so I put that in there. Now whenever I start that, hi, I'm Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color? I put a control in. And for my control, it's going to be wait until And then thought I could put in wait until there's a response. But I don't think so. Answer equals red, switch backdrop to red. Wait until anyhow, what I'll do for him is I'll put the control in, and instead of doing wait until, I'll just make this put a wait block in and say wait 10 seconds. That should give people a chance to respond to what was said originally, which was, hi, I'm Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? Now they have 10 seconds to respond. If they don't respond, it's still going to say, well, I hope that made you happy. But 10 seconds, if you look at this, should give me plenty of time to change that background. Okay, so now that I've added one sprite to this and gone through that process of editing him and made him say something, tomorrow we're going to move on to adding a game script to this and putting some words on the screen. It's got to be holiday themed. I had already said that. So we're going to add some sprites to this. We're going to create some clones and things to make it actually look like a real holiday card. If you look on your assignments today, I have added an assignment. Again, you don't have to start the assignment yet. I'm going to make it a long assignment. So, well, you should start the assignment now. It's going to be a long assignment. I'm going to give you a little over a week to do it so that your holiday card is prepared for the holidays. Imagine that. But you should at least look at the qualifications and the things that you're going to need to do for the project so you have a heads up of what you need. If your project is the same as mine, uses the same, well, it can use the same character, but it can't say the same things, then there's going to be a problem. I'm definitely taking points off. You have to come up with your own project. That's the point of this, is for you to get creative. So I want to see better scripts and not working on the same exact thing that I have done. All right, well, that's it for today. Be on the lookout for the requirements for your assignment to be posted.